Tell you what, went skydiving Sunday at Kings Island. Me and my sister, my cousin Don and his kids. Not out of an airplane, but by a cable. I tell you what, hold on. Whew. Take a breath. Let me catch my breath. No, I'm not sick. Just, man, we was up so high. And they put a parachute harness on you. They're putting just like you would when you parachute. They put a harness around you, and they could do 3 at a time. So me and Don and his son went, and his son was in the middle. They wanted the tallest in the middle, and you had a. They gave us a. They asked which one wants to pull the cord. You know, like a real parachute. So it had to be on somebody on the side. Jonathan was, he's in the middle, so it had to be me or Ron, and I was too nervous because I'm scared of heights. So Ron would pull the cord. But anyway, now you got to pay to ride this. The reason why that is, it's called Extreme Skydive at Kings Island. Reason why you got to pay because it's a high risk ride. Now we don't know this for a fact, but my cousin Don and I agree. We think it's because of the insurance. Because since it's a high risk ride, whoever insures Kings Island, it will cost more to insure that because it's more risk to the insurance company. But we got a deal on it. I forget the normal price on it. I think 30. I think we got in for 5 or 10. They had a special. We rode by the last hour, about 6 o'clock when we rode it yesterday, and scares the H-E-double-L out of you when when you're not expecting it. When they had us all suited up, they had us standing up, and we was on top of a metal floor, and this metal floor looked like something on a spaceship. It raised and raised and lowered. Anyway, after they hooked us up and hooked cables behind us, next thing, I guess Don's nervous. Anyway, we're all nervous about it. Next thing you know, we're flopping forward. We're face down. And the instructor said, 2 or 3 of them says, with arm in arm, they said, well, now when you get up there, after you leave the platform, you're going to release your arms. But we didn't. We started climbing. Now I didn't want to say nothing because I was afraid that maybe I'd say something, psychologically, that would cause me to black out. We got high. And I was keeping quiet, and Don, my cousin, and his son was going in a nervous tone. In a nervous tone, they would, as that cable was pulling us up, we was getting high, and he scare you to death. And Jonathan and my cousin Don, it's his son in the middle, they started saying, "Okay, we're getting high here. It's time to stop." They was talking out loud to themselves, and we just kept raising. We got so high, we could get higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. Those instructors down there was so small looking. I tell you, I was terrified. Oh, we was high. And the worst part was just to come when he would pull that cord. Oh, we're high. Oh, I mean, I didn't have no nightmares last night, but it's a wonder. Oh, we're high, and I thought, man, don't panic. I was telling myself, don't go into shock here. Oh, I knew what was going to happen. We was heading for that grand, and how high we was. They was on loudspeakers. They instructed us when we got up there. They count down 3, 2, 1. When they got to 1, Don says he had the pull string, whatever they call it, to parachute us. Pull that. And when he got to 1, Don pulled that, and I swear to God, I've never seen the ground come up any faster. It looked like you probably missed the ground by a foot. I tell you what, if that cable would have broke, we was at 90 miles an hour. That's how fast. With 3 seconds, it was falling that fast. That ground came so fast. If that cable would have broke, I don't think we'd realize what hit us. It would have broke her neck. It probably broke her back several places. It killed you instantly. Oh man, we got to that ground, scared the H-E-double-L out of us. And then, as you head to the ground, next thing you know, you're darting forward. it felt like the distance of a length of a football field. I'd say it felt like the length of a football field. And what it is, you're rocking back and forth. You know, you're going that way. What seems like after you come down to the ground and you dart that way, it feels like you're going probably 40 or 45 miles. It messed me up today. I feel weird because that's how shocking it was to my system, coming that fast to the ground. And we were going back and forth. Now, before we went up, they did all the cable. We walked into this, parachute harness. We had to get into it the right way. I was so nervous that I actually got into the wrong way. But they had 2 or 3 instructors, maybe 4 instructors. They're the ones that fashioned y'all up. They double-checked everything, and they instructed us. Well, after we come down, we'll see a hook. Looks like it's a cable or a rope connected to the ground. We're supposed to catch that, grab onto that hook. Well, you knew how shook up we all 3 was. We kept rocking back and forth, and we kept hearing the guy in the loudspeaker. I couldn't catch what he was saying because, the air current, you're going back and forth. And we finally caught him. He said, grab that hook. Oh my God. You're going along, and when you go back and forth for a split second, you stop. You stop, then you go the other way. But for a split second, you stop. That's how much time we had to grab this hook to stop us. They didn't stop us. You had to manually stop yourself. And when you swing in that one direction, there's a hook, and you just got just a half a second to grab that hook. I happened to grab it, and for that one moment, I was holding when you grab that hook, they hadn't grabbed it yet. They was trying to. When I grabbed the hook, I was holding the weight of 3 of us. Then they grabbed, and then Jonathan grabbed it, and my cousin Don grabbed it. And it's hard, man. When you're pulling it, you're pulling that cable, and you're slowing yourself down. It was so adrenaline. It's an amazing adrenaline pumper. You don't realize till you try it. We bought they offered us. They recorded. They got cameras. They recorded us. They offered us a whole kit DVD of us, coming down the whole thing. They bought the whole kit, $29.99, and you got. My sister went separate with his other kids. He's got 6, I think. So he bought. Me and him and Jonathan and my sister and his other 2 kids bought 2 sets of DVDs. And I don't know if my sister paid, but I know one was $29. So you got a DVD, I think 2 DVDs, and big picture of us for $20. He bought the whole kit. That's the best ride they got there. Would I do it again? I'd have to that ground comes to you fast. That's horrifying. Very horrifying. When my cousin Don pulled that, pull that, what they call that? Drawstring? What is that called to pull your parachute? When he pulled that, I thought I was gonna, I come back close from started crying. No kidding. And I started to say, they have lockers there, but I didn't bring no clean pair of underwear. When he pulled that, I was saying, Lord, forgive me for all my sins, because it's counting down 3, 2, 1, and I heard, you could hear it, 3, 2, 1, and when he got to 2, I was going real quick, Lord, forgive me of all my sins. And he pulls that cord, and next thing you know, we're hitting 90 in 3 seconds. I mean, we're going down an angle. I mean, you're falling. I think even a professional would. I think they actually get scared to a point. I mean, that ground's like a locomotive coming at you at high speed. Next thing you know, it's adrenaline pumping. Now, the admission price. I have a season pass. It worked this time. If you ain't got no season pass and you have to pay at the gates, they raised the price because the rides are getting more wild. $51 now at the gate. And I think when that ride, I think it's $30. It's worth, if you had to pay $81 to do that, it's worth every penny. Every penny. Whew, boy, I tell you what, it messed me up today. I'm scared of heights anyway, but I did it. Oh my God. I'm just glad I'm not in the well, you're not going to die because you know, they got engineers that have designed it, but it's an insurance risk. That's why you pay for it. It's a high risk ride. You're going through your mind, a high risk ride. High risk, there's a chance you won't survive it if that cable breaks. But we made it.